Mm-hmm.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. And tonight, that show is all about you. I am dressed for the occasion, joined by my boy Rob in the house as well.
I am not dressed for the occasion. But what's going on, people?
Nah, I didn't give him the dress code. You know how it goes. But we are here.
Man, I'm on the border of a mutiny right now.
Relax. We have not looked at the results. We are going to go over them live as we talk about them. And I think you guys will be pretty excited just to talk about the awards, the voting. 10 categories. 10. Remember when that thing was over? But we're going to talk about everything that's happened in the world of pro wrestling 2020, why it sucked, but we're moving forward. It is the first day of 2021, and I hope things are better this year. And we are going to kick this bad boy off right, and we are going to do it with the intro.
Everything pro wrestling can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
All right, there we go. The big awards are out. It's time for things to get a little fancy. And it's time for us to do this bad boy right, man.
Ready to just get started? Or you want to reflect on a little bit?
I don't know. What do you think of 2020 as a whole for pro wrestling? Same question, live chat. And we'll give you guys a shout out after Rob gives his thoughts, because we don't get Rob on too much, so we gotta get what we can from him. Squeeze him.
It was surprisingly solid to me, given the circumstances throughout the entire planet. I was most entertained by AEW, New Japan.
By our conversations, I am surprised to hear this. If you're wondering why do I look like a stupid kid, go ahead.
I just give credit to everybody involved who was able to use an old saying from Stone Cold, make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Yeah, big facts. Live chat is in the house. Let me start from the top here. This is definitely about to get into some things. We got Ace in the house. What's good, Ace? PR Nightmare, B-Boy Skyline, Pro Wrestling Shoot Jesse, what's good? Connor McCabe also in the house. JJ, what's going on? Jocelyn, thank you for joining us. Doug, it's been a minute, brother. I'll throw it up for Derek tonight, the Derek order.
I'll throw it up for Brody.
That's right. And we did an incredible tribute show, I thought, to Brody Lee for Wednesday. So if you guys haven't, make sure you go back, check that out. Leave me your thoughts, comments down below. Narcolepsy Boy, what's good, Malik? Part of the Six Pack. What's going on, brother? Enjoy doing podcasts with you, usually Thursdays. Check Malik out. Malik Murray in the house. What's good, Malik? Yeah, man, we've got a lot to get into. But make sure you guys smash that like button, whoever is watching on YouTube live with us. Also, if you are listening in the audio world, subscribe. Tell a friend if you guys haven't about everything pro wrestling. We want to make 2021 our biggest growth year. Can't do that without you guys. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. And I thought we had a pretty good year for 2020, though, for what it was at this point. With everything that we've got going on in personal lives and everything else, beast. What's good, man? Uh-oh. Ace, I see you in there modding it up for us. What do you think, Rob? Is it just time to get into this?
Oh, we didn't get your thoughts on 2020.
Wow, me? Little old me?
Come on, host.
2020 was a real bitch. I'll say it. It was very struggling. So when you look back at it, January, we were at the, Royal Rumble happened. We had all these, crazy things. Edge is back. Boom. We're talking about WrestleMania, what the plans will be. And all of a sudden, February happens. We get a great pay-per-view, AEW Revolution. Life is good. Life is great. We think we're going to this AEW Rochester show.
Hyped.
And then the week before, boom, life ends. Everything ends. I was working on getting into a new position at work. That it still happened, but it was weird because there was nobody there to like train me, and now I'm in like this weird pattern held over, life has just been completely weird. And then wrestling was weird for a couple weeks. Like there was no sound, no crowd. I don't know, man. That one just felt so weird. It just didn't hit right with me. I don't know how I felt about all that. You?
I got through it. That's all I can. I'm not gonna elaborate, but I got through it.
Man, it was tough, dude. It was definitely a tough year. One of those years that you were just like, F all this, man.
And before we go any further, just because 2020 ended, that doesn't mean everything's going back to normal automatically. Be smart, be safe out there.
Yeah. It's just, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day when it comes to this. And I just lost the survey results. So stall for me here, Rob.
All right. One of my favorite things about 2020, as far as wrestling goes, AEW delivered on most fronts.
I will say that I also think that they did a good job with utilizing no crowd. Like this worked in WWE's advantage majorly. WWE, I think, to say something good about them is that they found a way to not have like people sitting on their hands at the shows or trying to control their shows. Like this is who we want pushed. Masterful. And then we got a Roman Reigns heel turn. Like I can't be mad at this. I can't be mad. And you know who handled all of this the best? New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I was just about to say that.
Period. They were the best promotion when it came down to all this. BJ, what's good, man? I see you in the house, BJ. What is good, brother? I got those results pulled up now because I suck, and you know how it goes with me. Always something has to go wrong during the streams, but we're back at it. We got this. Hold on
get
here.
Into it?
Oh yeah, I'm pulling up the live chat just in case someone says something super slick that we'll have to remind them about. Let's start from the bottom and then work our way up. Let's start with Breakout Star of the Year. Do we look at it first, or do we go with ours?
Yeah, let's just go with our picks first.
All right. Who did you pick for Breakout Star of 2020?
For me, I picked Orange Cassidy.
Why so?
I feel like he was utilized the most. He got himself over. He came out of left field. He broke out. He became a legitimate star.
Yeah. Now, how are you feeling about him at this point? Because I think Orange Cassidy feels different to not only just me, but a lot of people now. Like, he was working with Jericho. Now he's kind of like in this lull kind of thing here.
Well, I just bought one of his t-shirts yesterday, so I think I'm feeling pretty good.
The one with the face?
Yep.
Yeah.
$6. Hot Topic.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I should have got one.
It's probably still on sale.
I almost got one for you, Cam, if you end up watching this. You were definitely on my list to get one of these. I went the opposite route. I went with Keith Lee. I think Keith Lee had a tremendous year and here's why I say that. Remember Keith Lee when he was first in NXT, guys? Keith Lee was doing nothing. I remember him showing up at the TakeOver. I believe Chicago, was it?
Yeah,
or Brooklyn, one of those. He showed up at a TakeOver, and I did not see the man for months. Then they used him, and then he was like gone for a while. Then they would use him, then he was gone again, and then all of a sudden, people started getting called up. Keith Lee's on the show more. They go to 2 hours. Boom, a star is made. Keith Lee is powerbombing people. He looked great in that Survivor Series match. But then this year, he got that Great American Bash match against Adam Cole. I thought he delivered on all fronts, and now he's on the main roster. And I really believe, in my heart of hearts, did you watch the network special?
Not yet.
I have to bring this up for all this to make sense.
That's okay.
Vince McMahon seems like he is invested in Keith Lee. That's what I'm going to say. Hey, Kyle Masters from All Elite Podcast. Yeah, what's going on, bro?
I will say this. You say Vince McMahon is invested, but how many times have we seen him lose interest in something? So I'm hoping it doesn't happen because Keith Lee is currently my favorite wrestler right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping everything works out for him.
Okay. All right. Let me take a look through this here so we can see if there was... Woo-hoo-hoo! This is a good one. There's some...
Do we have any write-ins?
We do. We do. We had Cedric Alexander written in, Chris Bay, and El Desperado.
3 solid choices.
Definitely. They took 3% of the votes for the other category. But do you want the winner?
Well, let's see who came in second.
Second place was Darby Allin with 13% of the votes. But just edging him out with 16%. Drumroll. Did we do it? What's good, B? We have the winner of Breakout Star for Everything Pro Wrestling. The winner is Orange Cassidy.
Called it.
16% of the votes. OC, put your hands. Oh, I don't have pockets on this. They're stitched. They're stitched. Orange Cassidy with the win, man. I'm happy for the dude, though. Like, he was definitely... It was between him and Keith Lee, I think, for the choices. For me. And my boy Keith, he did all right. He had a decent amount of love sent to him.
I think what brought him down was just what he's been doing lately on the main roster.
Yeah, dude. The what have you done for me lately comes back to haunt people in this sometimes. Which sucks. But it's what it is, too. It's what it is.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Cassidy.
That's right. No, Lara, what's going on? Thank you, everybody who is coming in, leaving a like. Oh, my man, Jesus DeLeon. What is happening, brother? He did beat Jericho at a pay-per-view. You are right, Jesus.
He did.
You are right. Man, it's so cool to have Kyle in here. I'm shocked. I'm loving it. Don't sleep on Darby. I'm not. Listen, I'm not sleeping on Darby. I think Darby was already destined for stardom, though. Like, it's written. It was all there for him. Let me see here. Malik Murray's got a question. R.I.P. to Brody Lee, who is going to be the new leader of the Dark Order.
We're not talking about that tonight.
I don't even think they need one either. But I'll reserve comment until later. Let us get into who was the microphone master of 2020. This is an interesting one. When I think of the microphone master, I think of someone who has come out all year and has just dominated on the microphone, who has been someone who has held it down every single time, made you interested in a match, and did the damn thing on the microphone. This one was really tough because I think it could go to several people.
Yeah.
Especially for the year that they've had. Rob, who was your favorite, though?
I wanted to vote for Britt Baker when she was in the what'd she call it, the Rolls Royce.
Oh my god,
she was killing it on the mic.
She was. She had a really good year on the microphone, despite calling my girl Rebel Reba. I'll allow it, but yeah.
Hey, got people to chant for her.
It did. And she had such a different year. Like, the heel turn was exactly what she needed.
Mm-hmm.
She, Britt Baker is something different. It's weird. Like, go back and watch our beginning Dynamite reviews in 2019. Look at how we talk about her now as compared to originally. Just something different there.
She could have also been considered for Breakout.
Yeah, I think so. I think her name was on there.
Yeah.
A lot of people's names were mixed in on there. But
I believe I voted for Drew McIntyre.
Really?
He hasn't had a bad promo.
He's been solid. For this one, though, it came down to two people for me. Jon Moxley, because I think he's crushed every promo too. Moxley has delivered. Any single time you wanted to say, how's he going to do on this one? I think he's knocked it out of the park, and I think he's even added some cool tidbits each time he has done something as well. But my pick was Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston maximized a spot on the Indies to call Cody out, show up, and then convince Cody, okay, let me have this match. Let me talk on the microphone. Anything goes. I'm tired of you being a pretty boy, too. This man talked himself into a pay-per-view. He was not on national television.
He talked himself into a contract.
A pay-per-view title match. Eddie Kingston has crushed it, bro.
You can't help but be happy for a guy like that.
Absolutely. Because I don't know what was holding him back that whole time. I don't know what it is. He is someone who has just proven it. And we got the chat adding in someone. Malik Murray says Paul Heyman. He thinks will be it in 2021 too.
Paul Heyman's always at the top of the mountain when it comes to mic work.
That may be the intern if you guys hear that. He is happy with bath time. Let me see here. MJF from BJ. That little prick.
I was going to vote for MJF, but then I remember that, what was it, the press conference he did, like the presidential address or whatever? That was terrible.
You didn't like that? See, some people thought that was his best work.
I did. Well, I liked it when he was standing over John Moxley after he beat him down, but the actual promo leading up to it, I didn't like.
Okay. All right.
But I can't just take it away from one thing. He just wasn't my choice for this one, but he's a solid choice too.
Okay. Eddie is my vote, but BJ agrees with you. Drew is a good choice. Okay. I feel it, guys. I feel it in the chat. On this one, though, I'm scrolling through just to make sure.
Go from 3 to 1.
This is going to be a ruffian here to get through. That's definitely 1. That's 2. Okay, and then I think I've got 3. Nope. Ooh. It's a tie, I think, for 3. All right, so for number 3, John Moxley and Chris Jericho tied with 9% of the votes. This one's got votes everywhere.
Oh, we forgot about Jericho.
Jericho, Cody too. I love Cody on the mic, and he's got some votes in here, but he was probably like 6.
Cody had better promos last year.
He did, but he's still great, I think, on the microphone. I think he still delivers when he needs to. MJF just missed out with 1%, with those guys probably taking it from him. Dang, Bray just missed out too. And then next would be Paul Heyman with 11% of the votes.
Paul Heyman was number 2?
Yes. And number 1, Eddie Kingston. Kingston steals the show from everybody. Like I said, I think he deserves this. So hats off to my guy, Eddie Kingston, for getting the W here. Good for him, man. Good for him. I'm not mad at this. Let us, I'm just trying to see, like, Taz was on here, Don Callis. We had a bunch of people from every company just allowed to put themselves in here. EC3, I thought, had a pretty good year. I just think he didn't have enough time, some of these guys, too, depending on what company you're a fan of. And we have up next, someone said Bailey. Okay, Ace. He said
definitely.
Bailey was someone who definitely had like a very cringy year too. Like she started off and I was like, ugh, I'm not feeling this. I don't like it.
I disagree with that, man.
No. You liked her when she first turned heel?
Yes.
No.
Well, I'm just a huge fan of Bailey, though.
Why is that?
Because she's great.
All right. I'll allow it. Listen, Bailey, she gets all these title reigns and I think people forget that, but I don't know. I didn't like her when she first turned heel. I think I was just so into the character she had before that I was like, is this going to work? All right. If Edge would have been around more, I think it could have been him too.
Yeah.
Edge cut some pretty good promos with Orton in the beginning of the year. Now, so I just voted literally like right before we hit go live on all of this, and Faction of the Year was my struggle. Like I struggled to pick someone for this because you could have went a couple different ways with this one. Rob, 2020 Faction of the Year. Who was the group that held it down for you? Who didn't look like chumps to you?
Who didn't look like chumps? The Elite didn't look like chumps, but I didn't vote for them.
Why is that? Is that just pure bias?
I don't like the Young Bucks.
What's going on, Tiff? I see you in the chat, Queen of the Indies. What is happening? You don't like the Young Bucks.
I don't like the Young Bucks. They're great in the ring.
Matt's got the Shawn Michaels earring. He should be over. I love it. But do you remember who you voted for in this one?
I don't. Wait. Oh, I believe I voted for the Hurt Business.
Oh goodness gracious. I almost thought for the first time ever we were going to have an other. Okay, so this one's mixed all up. First, I'm sorry, did Microphone Master get any others? Because I don't even think I looked. Microphone Master did get Ethan Page and Pac added into there. Because I did not have them on the board.
See, but Pac was gone too long for me, and Ethan Page was off TV with the whole NWA shutdown.
Karate Man. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
That's probably it. And I think I know who voted for Ethan Page. I see you, Nails. Faction of the year. I just got to click this other first to see this. So we had Donna Del Mondo, RED, Red, The Foundation. Donna Del Mondo got another one. Jurassic Express as well. Donna Del Mondo, LIJ, and Donna Del Mondo.
How did LIJ get a vote? They've been in disarray for the whole year.
Hey, listen, that's what the people wanted. That's what they get. Because remember, we were talking about putting them on there. Rob was one who was like, "Don't put them on there. They shouldn't be on here." See, Tiff said Young Bucks are so good right now. The Bucks are awesome. I think the faction winners got to be an undisputed choice. Wink face. They have won it, I think, every year since I've done this so far. All right, so that was everybody in the other section. This is gonna get pretty crispity, crunchity close. All right, so in number 3 we have the Inner Circle.
Number 3?
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised.
This is tight, bro. This is tight. Why, you think they've been garbage this year?
No, I thought they would have been. I actually thought they were going to win.
No, the Inner Circle come in number 3. Sammy Guevara, shout out to Montezzi. Does the theme. Montezzi hooks us up, man. So I got to show him some love every single time. Montezzi's actually got some records about to go gold. So if you're a hip hop fan, check him out. I don't know, man. The Inner Circle storylines have been interesting, but I see the complaints of why some people are like the ebbs and flows with them and seeing what's going to happen.
See, I would say no to Inner Circle because Hager hasn't been around enough, and Proud and Powerful kind of went out like chumps in 2020 to me.
Yeah, I feel like they're not being used to their full potential. Like, where's the impact?
I still see Santana going solo, man. I just see it for some reason.
Yeah, I can see Ortiz teaming up with someone else maybe, but we'll see what they end up doing, man. They've been crushing it still, though, in the ring. It's they're not getting the dubs. Number 2, The Dark Order with 20.2% of the votes.
Oh, damn.
The Dark Order were number 2. Very close. And I'm telling you, this was... Oh, I was going to say something so bad that Stone Cold Steve Austin says as a phrase. So, thank the Lord I didn't say it. That's how close this was. It was a hair close.
Oh, God.
It was a hair close. But the winner with 21.21%.
Oh, wow, that's really close.
Undisputed
Era.
Undisputed Era. 3-peats again for Everything Pro Wrestling. 3 years in a row winning the Best Faction Award. I see this one. I don't think when I voted for this, I don't remember who I picked. I think it was something weird I picked.
You know, I'm honestly surprised didn't get more votes. Best Friends.
Yeah, I think, here's the weird thing. Like, from what I see from the AEW reviews, I think a lot of people like Orange Cassidy, but they don't like the Best Friends. And I don't know why. I like the Best Friends, but some people just seem not to be fans of, like, Chuck or whatever the situation may be.
I'm always entertained when they're on, so.
Right? But that was a tight race. Look at that. That's tight, bro. That was a really good one. And before we get into the next award, and I'll tease you guys with what it is. It's going to be Pay-Per-View of the Year. I'll let you guys kind of get your stuff going here. We want to just talk about a couple other things that we have going on. I got to show some love to the people who always sponsor the podcast.
Oh, it's time to pay the bills?
Yeah, it's definitely time to pay the bills. I got to show some love first to my boys, Everything College Basketball, Josh Burton, Peyton Burton, and my man, Tyler Cook. Shout out to Angela Dawkins. Copyright gimmick infringement. But Everything College Basketball, check them out if you're a fan of college hoops. Easy. That's it. They got a great Facebook group. If you guys want to get in, they do weekly pick'em contests. It's just fun to talk college basketball. Tar Heels fan myself, so I love it. Are you a college fan?
Kansas Jayhawks.
Better than Kentucky right now. That's all I can say. But check out Everything College Basketball. Also, Jesse from the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Me and Jesse, good friends. Got to show him some love. Tiff and Kyle Masters from the All Elite Podcast. Tiff and Ray from the No Holds Barred Network. They've got Under the Ropes. Ray sometimes on the forum. just check them out as well. I'm going to show them some love. This is all for free, guys. I don't care about any of this as far as money goes. I don't ask them for money or anything like that. I just want to show some love to my friends who do awesome podcasts as well. And I can go through the rest, the whole Brainbuster crew. You know who they are. Just follow me on Twitter. I retweet them. Twitter handle down below here if you guys want to show some love. Also, though, when it comes down to these things.
These tight races. Speaking of keeping things tight.
Keeping things tight. I know Christmas is over. But you may want to shave your junk. And the best way to do that is with Manscaped. If you guys use our promo code EPW Show, you guys can save yourself 20% and get free delivery. Now, the Lawnmower 3.0, it may be the thing that gets the job done for you. Maybe you need the crop duster. Maybe them balls are smelling a little bit stank. You may want to put some ball deodorant on them. And if you're just looking for some nice cologne, go ahead and get the refined cologne from Manscaped. So if you guys go to manscaped.com, use our promo code EPW Show to save on it. And Rob, I think you used the code, right?
I have.
What do you think?
I'm satisfied.
You heard it here first, folks. And last but not least, we got to support our independent wrestling that goes on in the chat. All the talk for it. We haven't been able to do a lot of independent review shows, but Powerslam.tv, if you guys want to see some of the best independent pro wrestling, use our promo code EPW Show and get 1 month free on us to check out some independent pro wrestling. I definitely think that it's well worth it, especially if you're just trying to get interested in the indie scene possibly, or just see who's got things happening in the independent wrestling scene. That's how I usually end up figuring out who's got things going on. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Thank you for letting us pay the bills. All right.
What are we on? Pay-per-view of the year now?
Oh, yes. It's pay-per-view of the year. Man, this one is another interesting one. Rob, what were you... We've watched a lot of pay-per-views together this year. What was the show that you were just like, okay, this is cool. This is going to be it. This is
I mean, you know it's obvious for me.
I don't. Well, I think it could be one of two.
Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay. Why did you love Wrestle Kingdom so much? Now, let me ask this, chat. Is it unfair for shows to have the 2-night advantage now?
I mean, WrestleMania did it. They don't get show of the year for me.
I think they did well, though.
Oh, no. Yeah, they did.
I enjoyed WrestleMania this year, kind of, sort of, in a way. It felt weird, but in a way.
I mean, you got to pardon my language here, but you got to get your rocks off at an important time. 2 nights.
All right. Okay.
Would you rather have that or an 8-hour WrestleMania?
2 nights, please. You went to WrestleMania 33 with me. Never the fuck again. It was midnight, and I'm like, dude, why am I still here?
I spent sunburn on my head.
Bro, my skin's never been the same since that WrestleMania 33 show. That damn Florida sun is real, bro. Okay, Ace put Revolution.
I think that was like my number 3.
Okay.
I like Full Gear better.
Okay, I'm not mad at it. Listen, Queen of the Indies, she put up GCW shows. GCW shows could be voted for in this section, too. They have a 24-hour stream, she said, coming up. Make your ball smoother than Conrad's dome. Doug, why do I read that every time you're in here? And this is a pretty nice dome. Here we go. Pay-per-view of the year. And for me, I voted for Full Gear. I really had to think about it. I love New Japan, but I was also, you saw me during the show. I think that tiresomeness got over me. And I was hurt, man. My boy Kota didn't do it, but Naito did.
But Jay White didn't, so I was happy.
That's so Jay White's resident number 1 hater right here. He may do it again. We'll see. He has an opportunity to walk out night 2. Both belts.
Somebody need to smack Gato, man.
They love him, bro. Pay-per-view of the year. This one is a doozy as well for who is taking it home.
Let's go to the others first.
I have to. NXT War Games got a vote. NXT TakeOver 31 got a vote. Dragon Gate for Dangerous Dragon Gate. And NXT TakeOver Portland. If I had to do most slept on show, I think Portland would win.
Agreed.
Portland was super amazing, and I just don't think it gets the credit it deserves. It was a damn near perfect card. BJ said Jay White's gonna do it this year.
I don't know. They keep screwing over Naito, man.
Hold on. Narcolepsy boy. My boy Malik comes in. He says, Royal Rumble was the best show to me. Wrestle Kingdom was second.
Royal Rumble was great.
Royal Rumble was fun. Bro, when Edge came out, I had tears in my eyes, brother.
I still think my favorite moment was Brock and Keith Lee going at it.
Yeah.
We got a big boy.
The Rumble was great. Like, even though we were all getting pissed at Brock just destroying people, like getting the Diesel treatment, it was worth it. It was worth it to give.
It made it more satisfying to see him getting eliminated.
See, you know the deal already, bro, when it comes to this. I'm just trying to see what is number 2. Malik, you may be onto something, my friend. All right. So, with number 3, I believe it's a tie, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. We have AEW Revolution and the Royal Rumble coming in third place. With 15% of the votes each. So that's a nice chunker they took out of this together. And, Full Gear.
Full Gear is number 2?
Is number 2 with 19% of the votes. I thought Full Gear was a dope show, man. I love it.
That was my number 2 choice.
Young Bucks and FTR. That show just was fun. It just delivered. I thought that was... AEW had to, though. After All Out, like...
Yeah.
Fuck that show. That show was just not it, bro. We were sad as hell doing that. The winner. New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom 14. Wrestle Kingdom, that's a long time to carry like the pay-per-view of the year.
They always set the standard. Like they're going to do it again this Monday.
Wow. What about Raw? Just kidding. Pay-per-views.
So we'll be up early watching that, so I don't think I'm watching Raw.
I'm not. I don't know if I can even watch it. I gotta work. Terrible. But I will catch it, though, eventually. Wrestle Kingdom 14, though, 20%. Another. This close. Manscaped. This close. 20% of the votes, dude. I thought it was a great card, though. I'm trying to think of what else was on there. Ospreay, Hiromu, like, bro, you can't even get mad at that. That Sasuke special spot is all I needed to see in that match. And I was like, yo, great match. Great match. And I'm sure we'll be talking about that later once we get to the very end of this. Let me see what Jay White's the truth. Laugh out loud.
Oh, he's a great wrestler. He's fantastic. I just hate him.
Sonny Bimbo said, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Sonny. And he said, Wrestle Kingdom 14 was great. I like it. Bullet Club walks out with all the gold in 2021. It could happen. It's very possible. What is the next one? 2020 shocking moment. Oh, my. Last Liger. Bro, don't even get me ready to cry, bro. Last Liger matches.
Did.
Man, I was sad, dude. Jushin Thunder Liger is probably one of the reasons I watched New Japan. Him, Muda, and I'll even put Chono in there as the third.
You know one of my favorite moments about Wrestle Kingdom, and I'm sorry to go a little personal on this. He had the intern with him, and they were watching Jushin, his last match, and they were both just mesmerized together, and it was just like a great moment for me. Like, it was like the first time I've seen him actually like focus on like a wrestling match. He was with his dad. It was just a great moment. Oh, sorry, his boss.
Yeah, that's right. The boss. This is going to make for some great stuff years down the line, trust me. 2020 shocking moment of the year, though.
The global bastard pandemic shutdown was a shock.
I can't put that in here, though. That was easy, I felt. I felt like that was a layup. Let's see what had.
I feel like this one's gonna be a landslide.
No, I don't think it was exactly. Oh, actually, I don't think I gave people the option for this one because of the COVID, but I gave you plenty of them in all of this. Yeah, this is a big chunker one. I'm just trying. It's gonna take me a second here to figure out what was
third and second.
Yes, I have. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, they didn't win it. I have a 2. I want to sing a... Okay. Here we go.
What was your choice first?
Oh, shit. For this one, I picked the winner. That's all I'll say. I picked the winner since I already saw it. I
believe I did, too.
Okay. Well, number 3 was Kenny Omega and Don Callis stealing the AEW championship. I'm assuming that was everything that went in and was involved with it.
Meh.
What was wrong with it? I thought it was great.
I wouldn't say it was shocking.
I think the Impact announcement
I was going to say, I think that was more shocking than the actual...
I think they kind of grouped them together because, let me see. Because did I put that as a separate... Yeah, Kenny Omega on Impact with Don Callis was 6%, and what did I say? That was 8%. So, I get it. It's understandable. Fair point. Number 2, the runner-up, Sting's debut in AEW. It's Sting!
That wouldn't have got my vote.
BJ said, let's go Sting debut. He thought it was going to be Sting. Are you just tired of Sting? Is it the Impact days?
Well, I was never really a Sting. I was actually a fan of Sting in Impact, but WCW Sting, I was always rooting against him.
Fuck this guy, right?
I'll take it.
Sting was the shit. I love Crow Sting.
DDP was more my guy in WCW.
That traitor with the sneaky diamond cutters. Yeah, they were both good though. I love it.
Sting was an idiot.
Why? He beat up the whole...
Well, give me your word. You're not going to turn on me.
Well...
I hope Arn gives him a spine buster.
Don't do this.
Old habits die hard.
So do backs, all right? So don't do that. We don't need to see that. Let's get into the winner. I'm pretty sure
chat's in agreement right now with who number 1 is.
38% of the votes. So Malik already knew. 38% of the votes. Nothing's touching it. Edge's comeback. Listen, we all thought, like, well, maybe he's going to come back. But as soon as you heard, you think you know me, you're like, what? What? I remember just seeing everybody stand up, and it was like, I have goosebumps just talking about it. You can't see it through this.
I was at work that night, and I'm in the office just going crazy.
Yes. And you just, on this day. And I just remember seeing the smoke, Edge running over, and then Edge coming through the smoke with his eyes. Edge looked like he was about to cry, bro. And I loved every single moment of it.
And then they ruined the moment by cutting to the crowd on his first spear in 9 years.
They fixed it on the network because I went back to take a peek at it. So
that first live moment, though, man.
I know. Shout out to Kevin Dunn. So, dude, amazing. 38% of the vote. Edge did the damn thing. I love it, man. Edge is definitely one of my favorites. Woo, this next one is looking tight. Get it right, get it tight. Buddha. Tag Team of the Year. Oh, my Lord. Rob, I'm going to you first.
Who I picked?
Like, just tag team wrestling in general. I think, on a whole, it's great.
2020 has been one of the best years that I can remember.
Who's got
tag team wrestling?
Favorite tag division?
AEW.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that, because I say it every week, AEW has the best tag division, hands down. I just wanted someone to confirm it.
I feel like if they had more time, NWA could have been right up there. They had a lot of entertaining teams.
Right. And I think NWA lost so much talent. Like, their steam got pulled from them because we were really into the shows, and then everything just...
I do like that Shockwave show. They're collabo with, was it Hollywood Championship Wrestling?
You're right. I cannot wait to hear who B-Boy Skyline picked, because this is the first year he did not pick the New Day, he says. So I can't wait. BJ says it's time for a super kick party. Said Impact Wrestling he thinks has the best tag.
They're up there too. The North, man.
The North is the shit.
Motor City.
What the hell is that?
I don't know if this is supposed to be where Detroit is on a map or whatever, but
if you're from Michigan, write to me, explain it to me. I just want to get it. Maybe it's an inside joke and I'm not supposed to be a part of it. I don't get it. But I love the Motor City Machine Guns. This is close.
My vote was actually for the North.
Ooh.
I like the work they've been doing, man.
I can respect that. Sorry, here I'm just trying to figure out who number 3 was.
Wait, we got any others?
Yes, but I just want to verify first. Other only got 3% of the vote.
Okay.
But this was close. Like, a lot of teams got votes in this one. Shout out to whoever voted for the Good Brothers as well. I see some votes in there for them. Okay. The Best Friends were put up there in the other section. 1 vote for them. We also had Utami and Saya. Is it Kamentai? Help a brother out here.
Saya Kamitani.
Thank you. And Arisa Nakajima and Fujimoto. Not mad. But now I can't remember who the third team was. See, this is why you can't click away. I'm going to say, okay, we're good here. I'll let you know this. Number 4 were the Street Profits. The Street Profits did come in. They were in 4th place. Just because I know someone might ask, like, well, where were they on all of this? And people voted for, like, Morrison and Miz have votes. Cesaro and Nakamura have votes. Like, everybody looks like they have votes in here. The North come in with 10% of the votes at number 3. So shout outs to Impact Wrestling here.
Well deserved.
Yeah, I definitely, like I said, I love the North this year. And I thought they did a damn good job of being Impact Tag Champs for a long time, carrying the division. Much respect to them. And number 2 with 10%. Wait a second. I just read this wrong.
Oh boy.
I just realized that there's another team who won. So technically the North was 4. Street Profits were 5. Then we're going to go with 10%. FTR was really the third team. That's not bad, bro. When you see how many people got votes, it's crazy. I'm looking at Lethal and Gresham got votes. Like, there's a lot of people who got votes in this. Lucha Bros, Rock and Roll Express got some votes. I want to know whose old asses were voting for them. No, I'm just kidding. I love Rock and Roll Express. And number 2, put on your birthday hats now because the Super Kick Party did not win again. The Bucks did not do it this year.
Number 2?
Number 2, bro.
Well, they are the shits.
Wow.
Let me stop. Wow. They're fantastic in the ring.
Who do you think won then?
If it's not FTR or the Bucks, man?
It is not FTR or the Bucks. Chat, who do you got winning this? This is a doozy.
Did the New Day win?
It is not the New Day. The New Day had votes, but they did not win. And where did B-Boy Skyline put who we voted for?
I know who won. Is it Hangman and Omega?
Yes.
Wow.
16% of the votes. Hangman Page. So FTR and the Bucks fucked each other out of the award. Perfect rivalry, I'm telling you. But Hangman Page. Listen. Hangman Page and Kenny were the shit, though, as a team. Like, they really put on some great matches with everybody in AEW.
That shocks me, but I like the result.
I'm not mad at it, dude. That was different. You're all probably crying now because I told you they were going to break up. I told you. But not mad at it, dude. Just, wow. Wowzers. I am shocked. Wow, B-Boy Skyline said I voted for Omega. This is your fault. You bastard. You did this. Hangman and Kenny. Lassex got somebody put... The Briscoes have come close, but they have never... I feel like nobody really gives the Briscoes any love because of how long they've been around, even before we were doing these awards.
Once again, I feel like ROH was shut down too long, too.
Right. And I think that hurt Lethal and Gresham. Best AEW tag champ so far, he says. Okay, BJ. Respect.
Agreed.
Respect.
Wow, that went through me.
Dude, I got confused for a second because I had to look and I was like, wait, who won this? I'm going to look at it one more time just to make sure I didn't read anything wrong because the last thing I need is somebody to chop my head off saying like, oh, you screwed this up. You went and pissed off Leon. The Cornette references have to stop tonight. Son of a bitch. Even Dangerous Tackers were up here. Good God almighty. The tag divisions are dope, man. And I'm just looking at all these teams. Imagine if they actually locked up with each other. Yeah, dude. 16%. They got it, bro.
Crazy.
They got it. That's just nuts. When you look at that, so look at the pie charts. This is how I can see who won. It's by pie charts, and it just looks nuts. Looks nuts. Did you just say the North and FTR had the same percentage? No. The North had 10%, and FTR had... Oh, wait a minute. Did they have equal? Hold on.
I thought one was 9, one was 10.
No, the North had 10, and FTR had 10. Yes, that is a fact. That is a fact.
Well,
maybe they should fight over it. Wink face. Just putting it out there. Give us that damn tag match. Next up, we have female Wrestler of the Year.
Give you my vote right off the back. I picked Deonna Purrazzo.
Why is that?
So when she was released from WWE, she stated her goals. She went out there. She proved everybody wrong. She proved that she can lead a division. She's just been great.
She is great. I love Deonna Purrazzo. I'm a fan of Chelsea Green too, though. So I can't be mad at that. Solid choices here. For me, I went back and forth on this because I think I could have went with 3 women easily, and they're all WWE. Asuka, Sasha, or Bayley. No complaints for me, and I went with Asuka. Here's why Asuka beat out Bayley and Sasha. I think Asuka was carrying throughout the entire year multiple performances on pay-per-view. Asuka won the Money in the Bank and then was given the championship and made the best of that situation, because I did not like that they kind of, oh, here's the belt for you. You don't have to beat Bayley or Becky Lynch, excuse me. So it was different this year, and this one looks like it might be another tight race. There's someone who's got a lot of the votes here, but we'll see. Comes away pretty close. Rhea Ripley went downhill, I think.
I disagree if she was somebody's choice, because after WrestleMania, man, I don't know what they thought they were doing with her. They thought they had to break her down to build her back up, but they keep breaking her back down.
Bro, Rhea Ripley was Breakout Star of the Year last year. I just went back and listened to that show with Derek because you were out. Because I remember you were sick last year when we did it. Mm-hmm. And MJF and Rhea Ripley won Breakout Star of the Year, and I think Rhea was doing a great job until it was just like, it was time to push her, and fuck it. Maybe Triple H said this is a long story thing. It better be.
She ran into the brick wall named Charlotte.
Peace. So with this one, let's see who's in the other category first. 5%. Thunder Rosa. 3 votes.
She wasn't a choice?
I thought I had put her on there. Perhaps I'm wrong, but Thunder Rosa got 3 votes. Candice LeRae got a vote. And Arisa Nakajima got a vote. Let's go back. I had a lot of people on this. Can I go back here? There it is. Sorry, little blip in the system. So those were all on there. Who was the name I said that you were shocked by?
Thunder Rosa. That she wasn't. Was she a choice?
You know what? I don't think I had her on here.
Oh, damn.
That's all right, but you had the option to put the name, and if you're like, yo, that's a glaring omission, I apologize. But I can see the winner. I think I see second place. Now, okay, I see 11%. Okay. I think that's going to be it right there. Damn, that was close. Sasha Banks was 4th, by the way, with 9%.
Oh, wow.
This was another, like I said, tight one. Mayu.
Iwatani?
Yes. 3rd
number
place.
3?
Yes.
Good for her.
Much respect. She ends up coming in 3rd place. I think I wanted to get more of the Stardom people on here. That's probably why I forgot Thunder Rosa. And she works for NWA. They were gone for part of the year. I don't think you could blame me for that one fully. A lot of people showed Sheeta some love, and Io Shirai as well. She was probably my number 4. Charlotte even got a little bit of votes here too. How? But coming in 2nd place, my pick, Asuka. Asuka comes in 2nd place with 14% of the votes. That hurt a little bit. But the winner with 21%. Your girl. You can announce it. Go ahead. It's right there.
Yeah, my girl Bayley.
Bayley. The Boston Hug Connection. Shout out to Bayley for getting the W in this one.
Well deserved.
Yes. No one is ready for Asuka. Thunder Rosa, B-Boy Skyline said. Wait, did B-Boy Skyline reveal who he voted for? I hope the Sex Gods was a joke. Oh, no, he said Omega. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll allow it.
All right. And I just want to say this, too. As far as the PC shows go, before the Thunderdome came in, Bayley, Sasha, and Asuka are the MVPs. Hands down.
Yeah.
They made it watchable.
Listen, I don't know if I would have been able to get through those shows if it wasn't for them sometimes. They were the absolute best. Thank you guys for the likes. See if we can get this bad boy to 20. Help me out before this show ends. If you guys haven't hit that like button, please do me a favor. Last year I meant, he said. Okay. Well, Bayley held it down this year too. Same thing though.
Jocelyn picked Candice LeRae.
Okay. Hey, Jocelyn, I'm not mad. Candice LeRae did really good this year, I thought. And I love what they're doing. That Johnny Gargano segment was the best thing her and Johnny have done since they've been heels. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, fuck them being heels. I'm not a fan of it.
You should be mad at Johnny Gargano for getting a PS5 before you did.
Screw
that guy.
Technically, we only know he has the box. Technically. Until I see it in his house. And he's a fan of indie wrestling, so I'm cool with it.
I'm a fan of indie wrestling.
We're all fans of indie wrestling.
She needs a little work, though, but...
I haven't seen her yet. Next up, we have Male Wrestler of the Year for 2020. This one, we've got some gaps. And if I've got this right, it should just go red, green, pink. All right, so who's got the... Whoa, is this real?
Well, we got an other.
Hold on here. I'm just making sure that I read what I thought I read. Okay.
Oh, this is a landslide, ain't it?
Yes, this definitely is. For Male Wrestler of the Year, we have Adam Cole.
Baby.
Someone wrote Adam Cole baby in the second one, though. So that's 2 for him. Ethan Page gets a vote. Darby Allin as well. And Josh Alexander got a vote from somebody. I'm down. Respectable. I think in 4th place, besides the others been crushing it this year. I'm waiting for the year for the other to win something because it almost happened this year. I have to give a shout out to Go Shiozaki. 5% of the votes did very well in this. People showed love to Chris Bay, Rich Swann, Nick Aldis, Kota Ibushi, Shingo got votes, Jay White, Naito, Chris Jericho. But coming in 3rd place was Mr. Kenny Omega with 10% of the votes. That's for all you people who like to say he likes to phone it in. 10% ain't too bad.
I thought he was going to win.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't think Kenny was winning this. I think the 2 people who it came down to are the exact people for this. This is perfect. I am surprised, though, who won if I had to see the 2 names because I voted for 2nd place. I am the 2nd place voter this year, it feels like. 2nd place, Drew McIntyre with 17%.
That was my vote as well.
Drew! He did not get it done this year. But I think Drew has had a hell of a year. Nothing for him to be ashamed of. I really feel like he got screwed a little bit.
He's making the best of a bad situation, though. But
yeah,
it just sucks that he wasn't able to win that title in front of a crowd both times.
Yeah, that sucks for him. But I think Drew is someone that we can successfully say you can rely on him going forward. And I'm glad that he got the position that he did. With the win... Kidding. It is not Roman. It is not Roman. I just got to keep people on their toes. The winner of this with 30% of the votes. His name is Jin Moxley. I'm shocked, bro. I thought Moxley was going to be 2nd place for this. And remember how we started off? We felt kind of like cold about him. Like, this sucks. This sucks for him, this title reign. And then all of a sudden... I swear, since the match with Brody Lee, it was off to the races after that. He was like, yeah, I'm going to show you why I'm supposed to be the champion. He has been the workhorse for AEW. If Drew's the workhorse for WWE, Moxley's been the workhorse for AEW. He was pulling that old-ass, like, after the Shield was done schedule, where he wrestled on every card, did everything he could in every match. He crushed it this year.
The Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. B-Boy Skyline said, I voted for John. BJ said Omega was robbed. Blame. See who to blame.
2021 is going to be his year, I think.
2021?
If it's not Naito.
Ooh.
Or Ibushi. Or maybe they'll clash when that Forbidden Door opens.
Open the door, please.
We'll save that for the end of the show.
There's more.
I want to get your predictions for 2021.
Okay. Oh, God. You're going to have to definitely
Just slight. Ooh, landslide.
Shit.
Holy crap.
All right, let's get to number 2. The second highest one here will be Promotion of the Year. Good God Almighty, we know who won already, I think. This one was a pretty much landslide victory here. But we had a lot of people in this. Whoa! Yo. Yo, things have changed.
All right, what do we got in other?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, okay.
They only voted for what I put up. TJPW did get a vote, and GCW did get 2% of the votes. Tokyo Rockstar was good. Pat was robbed. We all know you meant to say John Cena. Oh, shit. Never. Let me see. I think I don't even know if I put his matchup for match of the year, but it should be up there. Stardom was showing some love too, but so WWE came in 4th place. I think this is the lowest I've ever seen them come in on one of the award shows.
Well deserved.
Damn. But usually NXT props them up.
I think, but with them, they're handling at the beginning of the whole pandemic when they released all those people. It didn't look bad as far as a promotion. Like, it didn't look good, I should say, as far as like a company goes. Bad PR.
Right? Yeah. Shit.
They didn't get my vote, I'll tell you that much. I voted for New Japan.
You son of a bitch. So we have a second place tie with New Japan Pro Wrestling with 10% of the votes, and Impact Wrestling.
Impact outdrew WWE.
10% of the votes,
Good
bro.
shit.
Who shot Johnny Bravo? that was probably what did it. Or surprise Battle Royal entrant Tommy Dreamer. Bam, 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 bam.
Well, to be fair, though, Rich Swann coming out of retirement, that was a great moment.
I like that. And I did like that they picked up like Heath Slater, Eric Young. They had some great moments this year.
Purrazzo's been killing it.
Yes, Motor City Machine Guns return to beat the North. The
Eric
North,
Young.
The established people. Willie Mack, he doesn't get enough praise. I'm telling you. Chris Bay being signed, amazing, amazing, amazing. WWE pay-per-views for 2020 was good. I'll let that. Yeah, they were solid. They had some bad ones.
There were some watchable ones.
BJ said, WTF, laugh out loud. Well, we all know who won. 60% of the vote. The biggest piece of the pie. AEW spanks that ass in a landslide.
I mean, is there any question?
No, you know what though? I would have liked to see more of a battle between AEW and New Japan for this though. I think New Japan gets shit on more so this year because they didn't have as many shows.
Yeah, they were shut
down. That's what hurts them. But I love New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I urge all of you, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. And if you haven't checked out any of the indie companies we talked about, Stardom, GCW, TJPW, any of those other promotions, Noah, if you're into different types of wrestling, check some of these names out that you guys see on these lists. NWA, I think, would have been up here too if they would have kept their momentum going, but unfortunately, it didn't work that way for them for this year. Okay. Whoa, shit. Another one.
Oh, damn.
Another one. So, it is time for the big award everyone cares about. It's time for Match of the Year. Yeah, that's right. We're work rate marks. We love work rate. I think it's more than that when it comes to pro wrestling. It's also about the microphone, the story leading up to it, and everything else. But, Rob, what was your match of the year?
My match of the year... What did I vote for?
Yeah, what did you pick?
Main event of night 1, Wrestle Kingdom.
What was that, Dakota Ibushi?
Mm-hmm.
Who did he end up facing? Was that the chop and kick match?
Yes.
Yes. That was a beast-ass match. A match that only had a couple moves in it, but you remember it because it was hard-hitting.
They told the story they needed to tell for me.
Okay.
I was invested 100%.
Get Clemson out of here. OSU's about to win. If you guys needed an update on the game here, love it. Swoggle cosplaying as AJ Styles is what got it backed up there. That was a great moment. Great moment. Let's see who's in the other first. 4% for other. 4 choices. We have... What is this? NXT Kyle O'Reilly versus Pete Dunne, #1 contenders match. Really good. I don't know if it'd be match of the year because there were so many good matches, but that was a good match. Yuka Sakazaki versus Mizuki for TJPW Wrestle Princess on November 7th. Definitely recommend that match. That's a good match. Hiromu Takahashi versus El Desperado for the Best of the Super Junior Finals.
Fantastic match.
That is a great match. The North versus Ken Shamrock and Sami Callihan. What?
Okay.
Hey, that's your vote. I'm surprised to see that up there. I'm trying to see how these other ones are going to rank because it feels weird. It feels very weird to see this. Last year, the winner was Shingo and Will Ospreay got the dub.
I feel like that was easy though, man. They set the bar too high for that one.
I can't believe this. Okay, so that's okay. So it may be those as well. Oh, hold on. I lied. Let me see if that 6 is the same. Okay, so we have a 3-way tie for third place. And I'm glad that I even just get to mention these names. WrestleMania 36, Night 1, Boneyard match, Undertaker versus AJ Styles. That was a fucking good match. I don't care if you hate WWE. You show respect when a good match is on. And that if Taker had to go out on that, I'm not mad at it.
I hope he's out on that.
I love the fact that he was talking shit in that. You want to say my name now? Huh? And Anderson and Gallows went out the right way too, I think. Eating tombstones. Next, Wrestle Kingdom Night 1. Kazuchika Okada versus Kota Ibushi. Great match. Man, Okada has fallen this year. He'll be back. Back.
Okada's Okada, though.
Yeah, all it takes is one Rainmaker, and it's like, give me the belt. And AEW Dynamite, number 50, Parking Lot Brawl, Best Friends Santana and Ortiz. That was a sleeper match. I loved that night.
That match is probably what got the Best Friends into the Tag Team of the Year conversation for the other voters.
Right, and I see Malik just mentioned Roman Reigns and Jey Uso Hell in a Cell match. That was probably right under the number 4 spot because I love that match as well. And that's the same amount of percent of votes for Bayley and Sasha at Hell in a Cell, which I thought was great.
I also say Walter versus Dragunov. That was my WWE match of the year.
That was number 2. Walter versus Ilya Dragunov from
Phenomenal
NXT UK.
Match.
It was. The chops. Yeah, damn. that was just brutal. It was a brutal match to watch too. Like Dragunov's lips were purple, I think, at the end of it. Like he looked like he got destroyed.
I think he was getting murdered.
Yeah, it was bad, but well worth it, dude. I thought they had a great match, and I'm trying to find their percentage here again, and because there's a lot of choices for this one, and I know I saw it because it had a weird amount of votes, 9%. I thought it would have done better than what it did, but who knows? Stadium Stampede also just missed out. They had 5% of the votes, and the winner, I think we can all say with 30.3% of the votes, AEW Revolution, Hangman Page and Kenny Omega versus the Young Bucks. That match kicked all kinds of ass. I'm not mad that that won.
Can't be mad.
Oh, and Skyline brought up best moment of the Best Friends match was Sue. 100%. Greatest ending so far to Dynamite with her flipping the bird to those pieces of shit after. I love it, man. I love it. I thought we did a really good job with everything that happened in that one. I thought that was a great match. How did you feel about it?
I loved it, man. I mean, what do you expect from talents of that caliber, though?
Dude. But, so going into it, I'm trying to remember what the story was. The Bucks just wanted a shot against their friends, and then wasn't...
Well, remember they were pushing Hangman to the side, kind of, with the whole Elite dissolution or whatever. Screw the Elite, by the way.
Butcher and Blade versus the Young Bucks Falls Count Anywhere match was great. Appreciate that. Sick, what's good, bro? Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. Just going over the awards. I know I posted it in the group late. I was hoping that you had got the YouTube whatever. We went live. Whatever the hell that shit was. 1 like away from 20. Help a brother out for this. But they won. I wanted to actually take a quick peek at... Where the hell was it? FTR and the Bucks. I thought they would have been potentially a little bit
I
closer.
thought that would have been top 5.
Let me see. I don't think it was, though.
What about Edge versus Orton?
Edge and Orton got 5% of the votes.
Not the one on Mania.
I think so. Jesus had brought up the Falls Count Anywhere match. I think the Brody Lee Cody dog collar match was great too.
What about Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley at Mania? I thought that was a match of the year candidate.
I don't think that one was on here. I think I saw some votes for the In Your House triple threat one. I like that better. That was personally for me. I thought that match was better.
I disagree, but
hey.
I mean, yeah, they had the crowd factor in there, and
we could fight about it.
The old In Your House set.
YouTube be tripping. Mountie, what's good? Best member of the Main Event Mafia draft team. It's okay. Sean doesn't have to know. He's going to know now because I read the comments, Mountie. What's going on, Mountie? Check out Mountie's Corner as well as my man Hubbard, Wrestling Weekly. Shout out to our team and the squad. You know what? Shout out to Kyron and Rambo as well, showing them boys some love. Malik, you're already in here, so you know what it is. Dang, man. This was pretty wild. So you have everything written down? Did we go through this one more time?
Yep, we'll give a quick rundown of other results.
Yeah, go ahead. It's on you, bro.
Right, so we had our Breakout Star of the Year was Orange Cassidy. Our Mic Master was Eddie Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
Faction of the Year was Undisputed Era. Pay-Per-View of the Year was Wrestle Kingdom 14. Shocking Moment of the Year, Edge's Return at the Royal Rumble.
You think you know me.
Tag Team of the Year was Hangman and Kenny Omega.
Cowboy shit.
Female Superstar of the Year, Bayley. Male Superstar of the Year, Moxley. Promotion of the Year, AEW. And our Match of the Year was Kenny Omega and Hangman Page versus the Young Bucks at Revolution.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad for a top 10, especially from the people, man. Tokyo Rockstar said, y'all ready for J2 belts?
Nope.
BTE helped the Bucks build the match. Yeah, but you got to be careful doing that because not everybody watches BTE. You got a national television show to promote. Narcolepsy Boy, Mountie, you guys get your asses whipped every week by the 3 goats, me, Mark, and Kyron when we run the draft. We do a draft show every week on Malik's channel. We call ourselves the 6-Pack. And Malik thinks he wins. It's kind of like the old heads versus the young heads. It's very, very interesting to hear the picks and why people make their picks and everything else with it. Best BTE segment of the year, we're being asked. Anything with the Dark Order. I love the Sue. Sue, this motherfucker doesn't like your food.
I'll say the best episode of BTE this year was either the Christmas one or this recent one they did with the tribute to Brody Lee.
Yeah, a shout out to Brody Lee, man. Rochester native. Definitely. That episode of Dynamite would have been on here if this wasn't already put
2020
in.
sucked, man.
For sure. Jocelyn, you really can't just pick one match of the year. I know it's tough. It's tough.
It's all about your preference, though, man.
Exactly. Undisputed Era won 3 years in a row, right? Sick news, see? Yes. Undisputed Era has won every year for Faction of the Year. Who's going to be the first to dethrone them?
I think when they eventually get called up to the main roster, and everyone turns their back on them,
that's when the shit's gonna hit the fan on them, right? Pay-per-view of the year really is Full Gear. Rockstar said that's who I picked. Full Gear for pay-per-view of the year.
Wrestle Kingdom, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna agree to disagree. The 2-night thing. Should it be like night 1 is part of the pay-per-view of the year, or is it that's the whole show? So
whole show, guys. It's a package deal.
Okay. All right. I just feel like they're opening themselves to get more opportunity to win with that mindset, but I'll allow it.
I just need somebody to outperform them.
Well, actually, you're opening yourself up to do bad the next night, potentially, as well. Sub-Zero 87, what's good? That's where you lose 6-Pack. What's good? Sub-Zero, good to have you in here. Mountie said, don't have a TikTok video to do, Narcolepsy Boy, about eating Kraft dinner with Pop-Tarts.
Hold on, Malik kills it on TikTok, man.
He is. Malik is TikTok famous. It definitely won't be the whey. The whey protein. Love it. Probably Young Bucks if they have a long ass reign. Yeah, they could win Tag Team of the Year, I could see. But we're talking about Faction of the Year though, Jesus. Undisputed Era always wins. Match of the Year, The Chief versus KO. Ooh. They had some good matches. I don't know if it was match of the year.
Their Hell in a Cell on SmackDown last week was pretty good.
I didn't see the cage match. I heard good things about it though.
Cage match, that's what I meant.
Good stuff. I got a question. When is the next draft? The next draft we're hoping is Thursday. We'll see. It all depends on schedules, brother. So subscribe to Malik's channel to find out. Narcolepsy Boy 94. FTR versus the Bucks was my favorite match. It was awesome, and Edge versus Orton at Mania was great too. I didn't hate that match as much as everyone else did. It was very long. It was
almost an hour of just two men chasing each other, grunting.
Is that where the noise could have made a difference? Maybe.
Yeah.
Or is it just because it was? Or is it last man standing matches suck?
It depends on how you do them. That one was too long to me.
Okay. Fair. Inner Circle for Faction of the Year. Le Champion doesn't lose.
Well, Orange Cassidy says otherwise.
Into a big, what was it? A big vat of mimosa. Good year, man. 2020, hopefully you guys, if you had a good year, take the best things out of it, but also fuck this year because a lot of people didn't have things go the right way for them. We had a lot of wrestlers pass away this year.
Shaq Gaspard,
Kamala,
Pat Patterson,
yeah,
Danny Hodge,
but Brody Lee, as we mentioned before, like, fuck that.
Hana Kimura,
yeah, that sucks, man.
And fuck that guy that caused that shit.
Yeah, listen, guys. At the end of the day, the wrestling community's been united. Fuck all. Don't worry about that AEW, WWE war bullshit. I don't really care because I'm winning, because I'm a fan, and WWE has to get off their ass and produce some good shit now. So I'm not mad at it. Also, if you love AEW, love AEW. Don't tear someone else down. Don't bring up that bullshit rating stuff. I don't care. You need both of these companies to prosper, because once one goes away, you're going to go right back to the same shit we had before, and we don't need that. So let's support other wrestling companies. Independent wrestling companies too. These guys need places to work. Go and support. The next star could be living down the street from you and you don't know it. So make sure you're out there supporting wrestling companies, each other, and just do the best. MF Doom. Rest in peace to MF Doom.
All caps when you say the man name.
Facts. Braun versus Bray match of the year. Shut up, Jesus, before I kick you out of here. I'm about to take the wrench status away from you. Peace out, Mountie. Thank you, and we'll collab soon. Yeah, dude. So you said you wanted to ask me some questions.
Yeah. Just a real quick one. What are your expectations or predictions for wrestling in 2021?
First off, I really want these damn wrestling video games to come out so I can have some more content to produce. The Wrestling Code looks amazing. AEW's video game looks amazing. And I've heard some promising things about WWE 2K22. Do not piss me off like you did with that last one. Shit. That's all I can say, man.
Do you think we get the AEW game this year?
I would like to see it happen. I hope so. Shout out to my man Brian Williams. Hopefully, if you're listening to this, brother, thumbs up to you.
See, we should be doing our prediction show with Brian right now.
I know. Listen, and I'm still having a tough time with things. Like, I got personal shit going on that's like causing conflicts with scheduling and doing everything else. Don't hate me. I'm actually trying right now to work on setting up the pay-per-view review for AEW Revolution. That's crazy, right? That I'm working out things that early in advance to try to be able to do that for you guys. I'm hoping I can do the Rumble. Shit, it's been that tight lately. Yeah, man. I think this year has to be the year of Reigns. I think you could do a lot of good things with him. I don't know if you can dethrone him right away. Like, what do you think? Should Roman lose at Mania?
It depends on what direction they go with.
Like, if it's Bryan, I'm cool with Roman winning. If it's Rock, I'm cool with Roman winning. But I don't want Roman to beat, like, Big E or someone who's on the rise either.
What if it's another champion versus champion, Roman versus Drew? 'Cause Roman won the first one.
I'd be cool with Drew winning. Because Drew didn't beat him at WrestleMania 35. So, and that match was kind of eh. But I think that was because the show was so long.
You forget that match even happened, though, because of
the length of the show.
Well, Kofi kind of took away everything.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's a lot of things to look forward to. I'm trying to think. AEW and the Impact partnership, I would really like to see that develop more. But New Japan.
I was going to say, do you think the door opens this year?
We have to do something with this. But they have that deal with ROH. Is it exclusive, those deals? I don't know how it works, but you guys could all work together, and I think we could make something really fun happen in wrestling with trading talent, people showing up, working an angle. These guys don't have anything to do. You want to borrow them for a little bit? Cool. Do something with it.
Okay, let's get a little more specific. Who takes the title off of Kenny Omega?
Hangman Page.
Who takes the title off of Drew McIntyre?
On the Raw side of things, I think Keith Lee.
Okay.
I think Keith Lee is the man to do it after.
All right, who dethrones Roman Reigns?
And Keith Lee joins the Hurt Business after he does it. To be the new leader. Sorry, Bob. Say again?
Say who dethrones Roman Reigns?
I think it's Big E. I think Big E is the solid choice for it. 3 ain't enough, man. I need 5. I'm down with Big E getting the victory. He needs it, man.
Okay.
I would prefer AEW and New Japan. It's a way better fit. I agree. No offense to Impact Wrestling. I just think that... Here's the thing. Impact lacks that buzz. They finally got something with Kenny Omega, and they're trying to make the most of it, but they... New Japan will do some shit just to shock you. Like when Evil won the title this year. That was on Shocking Moments.
Yeah.
I woke up and said, what the fuck? This dude was a tag team wrestler, and Evil beat Naito. Like, it was weird just to see that happen. He destroyed him. With help, of course. But he won. I was just shocked that it went down like that.
Okay, does Tessa Blanchard sign anywhere major?
Fuck her. Like, honestly, like...
Agreed.
I don't know. Tessa made her own bed. She's got to lay in it now. That's just what it is. I think Tessa needs to focus on rebuilding her brand at this point.
There's also been rumblings, rumors. Do you think we get the series finale for Lucha Underground?
Who the hell said that? Did I miss that today?
They're who was it? Krista Joseph, whatever his name is. It's like, oh, it's not dead yet. It's not alive, but it's not dead yet.
I would love to see Lucha Underground finish out. Because I want to know what the ending was going to be to the whole gauntlet and what they were doing. I know people weren't fans of Hager showing up there, but I thought they had some promising going on there. I loved Lucha Underground personally from that standpoint.
Okay, one more. Does Cody Rhodes break his word and go for the AEW Championship?
Not this year.
Not this year.
I think Cody's going to stay away from it for a long time, and they're going to pull some bullshit later. I think if Cody turns heel, would you be mad if he did it then? Where he was like, I had a lawyer look at this. And because technically he didn't lose. It was MJF threw in the towel. That's bullshit.
I just hope it's not no bullcrap. Well, Cody can't challenge, but Cody Rhodes can. Like,
adrenaline in my soul. Something, something, Cody Rhodes. Love that we both knew to do that. Yeah. Bruh, damn, if Naito ain't the Sasha Banks of title runs in New Japan.
Oh, speaking of New Japan, does Okada reach the mountaintop again in 2021?
Yes. I think he will.
They can't quit him.
The question is, does Kota Ibushi win this? I feel like I put him down to win, but in my heart, I feel like he isn't.
See, my thing is, too, if you don't finally get behind Kota Ibushi, do you screw over Naito again? Because fuck Jay White.
Perhaps. I can see Jay White really walking out with both belts.
I think it's going to happen. I'm going to be upset, but...
I'm the new Bullet Club standard. Who else did this? Yes. And then put the little scratch marks on the belts with your knife or dagger, whatever you're using. Who takes the belt off the Young Bucks? Since you asked me a question, I'm about to do the same.
Okay, I would like to see the Acclaim do it, but I know it's not going to happen.
Buck season. I know Jesus is singing it right now.
Buck Hunt. Nah, for real.
Who kissed Dave asked for a star rating? Shout out to Max Caster.
I think it's gonna be Jurassic Express.
Really? I'm gonna go with what Jesus said. Proud and powerful. I think when all the dust settles from this,
I say no to that. I say no to that because I still think Santana's gonna go solo.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Sling Blade. Oh, the Switchblade. I always say Sling Blade like that in the matches when I see people do it. Sling Blade. The Switchblade Sub-Zero 87 says, okay, what do you got for me here, Rob, as far as who is the next star in Ring of Honor? Who's going to rise up? Is there someone who takes the pure title maybe from Gresham? Is it a team that beats Gresham and Lethal? Is someone going to defeat Roosh? What happens here?
Vinny Paz.
Who?
What the hell? Vincent.
Peace, bro. I'm done with this conversation. If you say Mike Bennett, the stream ends.
No.
Like, it's ending.
No, honestly, I think Rush is going to go on a really long, legendary run.
Really? Okay. I can see
and
that.
if not, Dragon Lee will take it from him.
What's the future hold for Marty Scurll? Because we haven't heard any update. I know he's not in the position that everyone thought he was going to have. And everyone had these high hopes for Ring of Honor. And I still do have hope for Ring of Honor. But can Marty Scurll, like, rehabilitate himself? Is there a way that he can get back into the good graces with the fans?
Well, first you got to address whatever he was accused of and clarify some stuff.
He did. I think he did. And then everybody hated him still.
Screw Marty.
What's the top 5 worst moments in women's wrestling to you? Do we keep it to just this year?
In women's wrestling, or?
Yeah, go, let's see. Let's see if we come up with 5.
Charlotte beating Rhea Ripley this year.
Charlotte beating Asuka at WrestleMania 34. Fuck that noise.
Sable ever winning a title.
Sasha losing the title anytime she had it in like a second. And I think Alundra Blaze and them just stopping doing women's wrestling for a few years. That's a solid 5 I think we just came up with.
Sunny existing.
I know you want me. The OG Kingdom will be names of ROH in 20. The OG Kingdom will be the names of ROH. Okay. Marty to NJPW, BJ believes. Perhaps Fire Velveteen Dream. Not mad at it. I don't know what's going on with all those guys and the bullshit that they did. Oh, James Ellsworth winning the women's Money in the Bank. Facts. That was another shit
Fuck
moment.
that guy, too.
We'll never see him again, probably, anyway. What else I want to ask you about? New Japan, do they separate the belts this year? The whole double championship?
Yes, I think they have to.
Or do you think they retire the IC, or is it just going to be like...
Nope. Because the IC has been good for them, and it really hasn't been around too long. What was it, 2009 when MVP won that the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what belt I say to get rid of? Get rid of those fucking 6-man never open weight titles. Pointless. I hate those belts. It's just stupid.
Oh, here's another one. We're talking New Japan. Roppongi 3K, did they break up?
Yes. I think Sho goes on to be a solo act. I don't know what happens to Yo. Sorry.
I think they both got potential.
They do, but I think Sho's he's the one. He's the one. Will Def Jam get a game announced this year? Nope. I don't think so. I think there's too many egos involved.
Music licensing is too expensive these days.
Right. Jay wins both and basically gives it away, he thinks. I can't see New Japan doing something like that. I think he'll let someone beat him in Bullet Club for it.
Do you think Kenta and Moxley ever happens?
I think it will, but it will happen at a later date. I'm going to say at, what's the next big pay-per-view after this? Not the next night.
You got New Year's Dash after that. You got,
Dominion. I'll say by Dominion it happens. Kenta and Moxley.
Okay.
Moxley stole the belt. Do you think we see FTW get used better this year? It's not a fucking belt, though, in that company. That's how I feel. It's not an official title, so fuck that.
He might have meant FTR, but...
No. Do we see FTW get... I'm guessing he meant the belt, or maybe he meant the faction.
Well, either way.
Yeah. I don't know. Fuck the FTW title. That belt sucks. Not that it sucks. It doesn't mean shit until it's recognized, in my opinion.
After Will Hobbs' pointless heel turn, which I'm actually liking lately, but it just came out of nowhere. It was pointless.
I've been loving him on Sammy's vlogs.
I would have liked
Happy Kwanzaa.
I would have liked to see Cage and Will Hobbs go at it over that belt.
Now I got 4 iPhones. Yeah, that would be great. Jay White getting signed with AEW. People want to see, I think. How would you feel?
Get him out of New Japan.
Peace. Is there anybody on New Japan that you would like to see? Who are the top 3 people you would love to see in New Japan?
Like debuting or pushed over there? Okay.
Debuting. BJ said we're going to get Taz after us. I'm not saying
I'll whoop Taz's ass. And Hook.
Taz is hurt right now.
Okay, I'll whoop Hook's ass then.
That's terrible. Here's what I'll say. Taz, as far as the FTW title goes, the FTW title doesn't suck. The premise around it sucks because when Taz did it, he was like a top guy. Cage isn't in that level. Like Cage is like that. What's the best way I could put it? It was like that Jericho Benoit Angle level, like in 2000. Like you're the upper mid card before you get to the title, and that's where I see Cage at right now. Like he can fight for the TNT title. Does he have any business winning it? No, but I don't know. I think that belt's just there to be there. Leo Rush to MLW. I can see that.
That's confirmed already, right?
Yeah. Moxley is still the longest U.S. champion ever in history. Both companies.
Give it back to Juice.
Well, technically not in WCW lineage. Shane Douglas and Glacier to New Japan. Peace.
All right, on that note.
Poor Glacier.
Fuck Shane Douglas.
For what?
For existing.
Nah, Shane's not bad. I like Shane Douglas. He was definitely just on my list for like greatest heels. So, with that being said, though, guys, this is it for the Everything Pro Wrestling 2020 Best of Awards. Hopefully, we get more votes in for next year. We hit the hundreds level. My goal is to one day like get to that 1,000. Like, if we can get 1,000 votes, that would be great. So, show us some love. 6-man titles in AEW. Hey,
No.
Jesus, we're gonna end it on that.
It's gonna happen, but no, I don't want it.
I don't think it's necessary. I think Tony's like going back and forth with himself. Like, do we need it? Is it necessary? I don't think so. I like the fewer the belts, they mean more.
Speaking of belts in AEW, you know they retired the original design for the TNT title.
I did not find that out until after we did our tribute show to Brody Lee on Wednesday.
You think it's still gonna have a red strap?
I don't think it matters at this point. Whatever you do, I'm happy. I thought they did a great job with that. Like, what they did, they crushed that show. That was damn good. So, respect to them for that. Greatest real life heel, maybe, too. Love it. Yeah. Laugh out loud. Cryonic kick. Cut it out. I'm done.
Sub-Zero kind of cold over there.
He ice cold. Yeah. I know who it is.
Ice Train.
Yeah. Am I smooth? Wow. All right, we definitely got to end this show. We're talking some bullshit now. For myself and Rob, we're going to end this show, but thank you guys so much. I will probably do a New Japan Wrestle Kingdom review. Here's the problem. It's going to be all in one, and it's not going to happen right after. It's not going to be a live one, I don't think. It'll probably be one of those, let's get together, what do you say? And then we'll just do one of those quick reviews.
You know what? You should watch it with D.
Hell no.
I'm telling you, man.
I don't like that hater. Derek's a hater.
We got to get him into it, though.
I think he will, though. I showed him one match. He was like, oh, that's pretty good. The AJ Styles Nakamura highlights I showed him. He thought that was pretty good. Maybe. But you're supposed to be my New Japan guy.
I know, but I think I'm going to be at work when you do the review.
Well, that's bullshit. Okay. We'll think of something. I'll get with you on your schedule after this. But thank you guys for listening to Everything Pro Wrestling. Let's make 2021 our best year yet. Tell a friend about Everything Pro Wrestling and show us some love. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. For myself, for Rob, and for Derek, wherever he is. You're supposed to be here, damn it. We are out for this show. Peace.